Alrighty, I'm out here at Melvin Family Trails in Sheboygan, Michigan. Place is absolutely amazing. This is my second time here. I already pre-rode, that's why I'm a little sweaty. Solid 72 degrees out today. They have changing rooms. There's a little covered area with bike pump, all your tools, everything you need if you forget your tools. Pretty awesome place. They definitely have some elevation. I'm gonna take you on some of my favorite trails. And yeah, the best part about this place is that it's all very close. Even if you're the farthest trail back, you're still maybe a half mile from the trailhead. So very small area with a lot of stuff. Here's a picture of their trail map. Here's where we are. This is the jump section. There's directional downhill trails, which are really fun. I'll ride all those. This one's really fun too, little black diamond. If you're out here in this area, definitely it's a must visit and ride. It's so much fun. And with that, let's get into it. Alrighty, so we'll get started here. Got the old /8 on this one. I was here last week. My cousin and I randomly found this place. A lot of elevation here, which you wouldn't think if you've ever been to Sheboygan, Michigan. Kind of just used to those two little streets, but no, there's a whole other part. This is in between Mullet Lake, and this is the beginning of the start trail here. Not really for the faint of heart. Little off camber on the edges here, but it's fun. Like I said, my favorite part about this place is everything's so close. Like, you're back, you know, as far as you can be on the back end of the trail system, and you're still maybe only a half mile away, which is good for all you new mountain bikers out there. Always know the trail system. Make sure you have enough water. I remember I was riding back in 2020, the good old COVID days. That's when I started mountain biking seriously, and ended up riding in Springfield, Missouri. Two Rivers bike park there. Ended up getting caught in the back part of the trail system with no water. And Missouri is not a very forgiving place. It was very humid. I was almost to the point where we had to call 911 because my buddy and I were both extremely dehydrated. So, good times. So after climbing about maybe 0.2 miles, you come to this little section, which is a lot of fun. It's the Stanza Skills Loop, directional. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday that way, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday this way, which I will take you this way because there's a nice little jump. Always good to get warmed up, and a little drop. I'm gonna come back through here and show you the features on this side. For reference, there's where we parked. We took Birch Trail up, so 0.23, and we're at 9. Alrighty, Stanza Skills Loop. A little showcase here for you. Always a good trail to get warmed up on. Nice little berms here. A little drop. Like I said, this is directional, so today we're going the appropriate direction. But if you come here, you know, if we would have came tomorrow, we'd be coming this way. So cool little features here. Little dragon tail. There's some rock work here. It's just fun. It's a fun little trail to get warmed up on. And that's where the bench is. Stanza Skills Loop. If we were at that bench where we first started, if we would make that left, we would have came this way. It's kind of a cool little run in. So we're gonna take Annie's Alley all the way down to the back. You're here. We're gonna take Annie's Alley. It's a directional trail, really fun. A couple rock drops here. There's a step up, which is kind of challenging because you have to weave through a couple trees, but we'll give it our best shot here. little rock garden here. Nice little switchbacks. Little jump. More rocks. And kind of just pedal it out. Woo. This little jump here. Nice little flow trail to get warmed up on. From berm. There's a gap jump up here. Pretty easy. That's all she wrote. Now we're at the bottom. All right, so like I said, we just got done with the Annie's Alley. We're here. This is the Black Diamond Trail. It's a downhill trail, directional travel only. That is where we're gonna come out. We're gonna take Birch Trail, go all the way to 11, and we'll make that climb. All right, we're here. Trail marker 11. This is Snickers Slide. There's some features. There's about 4 features on this trail. So every trail here is fairly short, but this one's a little intimidating. Especially, you know, where I'm from. I'm about an hour and a half away from here. There is no jumps, so fortunately I've been practicing a lot, so my jumping skills have gotten definitely better. But the first feature on this trail, it's kind of like a squirrel catcher. It looks like a jump, but it's actually a drop. It's a rock that goes off. It's about a 3 to 4 foot drop, so pretty cool. We're up here, Snickers Glade or Slide or whatever it's called. As you can see, there's a drop. That is the feature I was telling you about. It looks like a jump, and you're dropping off basically into nothing. Very intimidating. Even I've rode this quite a few times already since, you know, last time I was here and this time. Still a little intimidating, but ride it like any other drop. From there, there's a little step up jump, and it goes down. There's a step down jump, and then a rock garden that's pretty big that you can definitely go OTB if you're going too fast, because it's got some pretty big rocks. So let's do it. All right, here we go. Woo! There's that step up. Kind of hard to hit because it's a little awkward. This trail is fun. Oh yeah, went deep on that one. Here's a rock garden. Like I said, you can definitely go too fast and go OTB. Little jump there, kind of squirrely. Great trail though, that's so much fun. That one gets me every time. Even though I rode it a dozen times, it still gets me. We're on Birch Trail. We're going back around to the front. We'll get, basically, after that drop we did on the Sansa Loop, that's where we're gonna end up. We'll just take that back up, and then I will take you over to the other side. And here is that drop that we first did on the Sansa Loop. And we're just gonna follow that up. Technically we're supposed to go this way, but there's nobody here. But beautiful views. This is my favorite place to ride in northern Michigan. Like I said, where I'm from, we have nothing like this. It's all cross country, and I don't own enough spandex to ride that stuff all the time. Damn! It's not very big, but the elevations, it works. They made it work. It was professionally built by Rock Solid. There is the beautiful Lake Huron. It's always nice to see when you look out. So this right here, this trail, is why you should come here, especially if, like I said, where I live, we have no jumps. We came here last weekend or weekend before. No idea where this was. I'll put it up, I'll make a little map here at the end of this video where it is on Trail Forks. There's gap jumps. That's probably like a 3-foot gap jump there, maybe 4 foot. It goes down. There's another gap jump, probably about 4 or 5 feet into a berm, and then there's about 4 tabletops, and it is completely worth it. My cousin and I, when we came here, we sessioned this at least for, I'd say, probably 2 hours. This is Birch Trail. That's where we came from to get here. This is where we're at. Here's where the parking lot is. Still cooking is really fun. As a directional trail, it is a beginner downhill trail, so it's really cool that they got that. There is, I think, maybe 2 jumps on it just to get the, you know, get yourself working into it, but a lot of fun. There is another jump practice trail on Acorn Alley, little jump section here. There's a kind of like an off-camber step-up jump that's kind of like this one, so it kind of prepares you for this trail. And then there's 2 tabletops, and it's good to start practice on those, and then that's my suggestion: practice on those, or practice on the, you know, the first one we went on, and then come here and work on your jumps, because this one's fun. And then obviously we got the big ones next to the parking lot, which I haven't showed you yet, but those are the big ones that we're gonna hit up probably after this. All right, Boiling Expert Jump Trail. Let's do her. Woo, baby. Love it. So there's a nice little turn trail here. This trail continues going. There's a couple jumps at the end, but nothing crazy. So there's the little last step down that we hit before we stopped. This is the final tabletop. Can't really tell from the GoPro, but that's at least, I'm 6 foot, so that's probably at least, you know, 8 feet, 9 feet, maybe 10, but fairly big. I'd say probably a 3 foot lip there. A little roller into it, which you pretty much get going so fast to clear that last jump that you get air off it anyways. This one, this tabletop, a little bit smaller than the last one, but it is very tricky to get your speed into it and clear it, just because you're coming off that little gap right here. So to gap it, and then you got to prep for it. Nice little tabletop here, a little small one, nothing crazy. There's the berm. Here's the step down, which is so much fun to hit. The thing that can really throw off your run would be this first off camber jump here into the corner. Good size, you know, probably a 3-4 foot gap going in, and then you go to the berm. So absolutely great trail. It's so much fun to ride. I love it. All right, so now I'm going to showcase you the still cooking. I don't feel like walking all the way back there, as I've been riding since this morning. So I just put on the full face to show you guys and everybody watching this video. So we're here, take Birch Trail back. We're gonna go to the Sands of Skill Loop again, and then we're gonna take Birch Trail back to the parking lot, but we're gonna cut over. We're gonna go to the Pro Trails, Pro Jump Line. All right, we're back at the Sands of Skills Loop. We're gonna take Birch Trail back to the lot. A lot of fun. Just gotta watch out because it is multi-directional. It's 2-way. Woo! There's a parking lot. Instead of going straight, we're gonna take this left and go to the jump line. And there they are. So pretty big. That is probably about a 5-foot lip. Tabletop's at least 15 feet. The last one. How do I ride a bike? There's the second one. Fairly big. Not as big of an angle on the takeoff as the last one, but still pretty good size. Probably, I'd say probably like a 4-foot lip on there. Tabletop's maybe probably the same, a little bit bigger than the last one we hit on the back side. And you come in up here, this is the first feature, little whale-tailed type jump gap, little tabletop area, probably a 6-foot gap there, and then you go down. But that's the challenging part, is to maintain speed the whole thing, because you're going so fast. You hit that little pump ramp and you're going so fast, you're pretty much going to jump it anyway. So I have yet to clear the last jump. I've been close, but let's give her a try. Alrighty, we're at top, Kathleen's Cruiser Expert Trail. This is the jump line that's right by the parking lot. My suggestion would be to warm up on those trails that we rode, especially that Black Diamond jump trail, to get you to jump this. Definitely the biggest here, and not a lot of consequence, but definitely more consequence than all the other jumps that we've had that are out here. Here we go. Oh baby, so close. Oh, I love it. So much fun. All right, if you're ever in Sheboygan, Michigan, look up Melvin Family Hiking and Biking Trails. Absolutely worth the drive. It is beyond anything I could imagine here, especially because it's so random. But great trails, everything's so close. It's very, very nice. Nice little setup here. Parking lot's right here. Jump line's right over there if you just want to come to the jump line. Easy. Really glad this is my first time actually using my /8 out here. I rode it a few times on my local trails, definitely overbiked, but here it is perfect. So you can bring a bigger bike. I got 170 on the front, 160 on the rear. It's fine. You're not gonna feel overbiked. It is just an amazing place. I can't stress that enough. So shout out to Melvin Family Trails, the Melvin family. Excellent job, everybody that was involved with, creating this place. It's absolutely perfect. So come out here and visit. Alrighty, just got done eating some much needed food. That's a lot. Took out my fanny pack because I don't need that because my car's right there. And no gloves because it is very hot. It's probably like 77 right now. The wind is nice. Oh, so close. All right, here we go. Oh my God, every time. Well, keep working on it, but this place is awesome. So come on out and maybe I'll see you out here.